Hey, guys.
I know there's a lot of guys out right now, but I do want to ask about the status of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Is there an update on how he's doing?
Progressing on a day-by-day basis. Again, he isn't listed as day-to-day. It would be more week-to-week for him, but he's getting a little bit better every day. He's healing and progressing.
So you said still week to week?
Still week to week.
Still week to week, okay.
Still week to week.
I know you guys worked on the power play after a bit of a tough night last night. I mean, is it just, like, are you close, but just a couple little things were off, or is there more like a total shift that needs to be made here?
Well, I'd start out by saying, no, I don't think we were close last night. I don't think we were anywhere near where we needed to be on our power play, specifically early in the game. We had a few chances, but not at the level that we want to create at. I don't think our power play yesterday was a momentum generator for our team, and was a key factor in us not winning the game was the frustration that we felt on it. So today we went out and practiced and worked on a few small details to it and trying to build up a little bit of confidence.
Does the puck need to get to the net more, or is that oversimplifying it for me to say that, or?
Yeah, I think there's a few things you look at when you're looking at the success of power plays. I think we can do a better job in the face-off circle, establishing an early shot. Our breakouts can improve in terms of our entry success level and our ability to move pucks under pressure. Now, that said, that's last night's game. I know the number isn't where anyone wants it to be over the last few months or so. But for me, it's our first chance since came up here a few weeks ago to really dive in on it and get some good work. And I thought without taxing our people, we were able to get a lot of touches today.
Thanks.
Mike Smith, he didn't practice.
Yeah. He's still
ready to play later in a week, or
hope so. He is still dealing with that illness. It was nice to have Bouchard back today. Obviously, a little bit of that has run through our team here over the last little while.
You mentioned Nugent-Hopkins. What about Jesse? How far is?
I think Jesse's a little bit closer. Still not. I wouldn't think day to day, but a little bit closer than Nuge would be.
Is it as simple as a former coach of the Oilers used to say, 2 passes and a shot on the power play? No more than 2 passes, shoot the puck at the net, and they had guys like Gretzky and Messier and Anderson. There's chaos when a guy shoots the puck from the net. You need more of that.
Well, I like the first word you used there, simple. Simplicity as a formula for success. When you're not getting the result, I think what you want to do is get back to your foundation and keep things simple. And part of that is getting pucks to the net and sending travelers coming down on that puck to find rebounds. And we haven't been good enough in that area recently. Today we had a good day. We're hoping that leads to success tomorrow.
You were in Detroit. Their power play was pretty good. Lidstrom would bank it off the end boards often. You don't see that much play from your guys on the point. Is that also another weapon sometimes, just shooting the puck wide on purpose and getting it off the end board?
I think the joke back in Detroit was that the Zamboni driver would put his foot on the wall and that would lead to the good bounce. But I think what happens when that shot is taken is that you force the penalty kill or the defenders to turn and go find it. And that way they're not in their position or the position that they want to be in. So that's the benefit of shooting to break down a penalty kill. We can do a better job in that area.
How far away is Barry from?
Barry is close. He's close, yeah. He's day-to-day. He'd be listed as day-to-day.
So he could practice maybe later in the week?
Yeah.
The main group?
Hope so, yeah.
At what point, I know you want to keep the picture small, you always say that.
Yep.
There's only 25 games left. At what point do you say, okay, we need more urgency here? I don't care how we play, we have to start winning the games here.
Yeah, and when we say we want to keep our picture small or stay present or focusing on what we control today, it's not having your head in the sand and not realizing what is going on around the league or anything like that. But our focus is on trying to take care of what's immediately in front of us. We realize the amount of games that we have left. We realize that we have to start banking points, but we also realize that each game is worth 2 points. Our hope and aim heading into each day is to get those 2 points. But at the end of that game is finished and you move on to the next thing. So for us, we're trying to focus on, like I said, staying present and making sure that there is a level of urgency each game that we play.
Can you see some tiredness in your star players?
I don't see tiredness. I see.
Mental even?
I think where we're at in the year, and with some of the key injuries to high minute players that we've asked people to do a little bit more. But I think there's ways to refill your energy tank. And we're trying to do that by not overtaxing them with too many meetings, not overtaxing them on practice days or off days, to try and, like I said, refill that energy reservoir.
One last question on Broberg, the hit, Lucic's hit. Was that a case of Broberg thinking didn't know the freight train was coming, and he braced himself and there's a 240-pound guy pitching him into the end boards? How did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't see that as, it's fortunate that Philip didn't get hurt in that situation. It wasn't called by the referee, so I guess it's not a penalty.
Jay, just wanted to follow up on the fatigue thing. A lot of hockey in a short period of time. You mentioned that sickness is running through the room. You have some key injuries. The guys do look a little bit tired. I know you don't want to use that as an excuse, but how much can a 3-game homestand help kind of cure what ails you? Whether it be practice time or, just using that time more efficiently.
Yeah, well, I think anytime we get the opportunity to play in front of our fan base on home ice in this building, that is energizing. I think the level of opponents that we have coming into the building is energizing. And at the end of the day, we talked about where we're at in our year and how many games left we have. This is the most exciting time of the year, is the stretch run as you're working your way to try and earn a playoff spot. So for us, we're just trying to be intelligent in how we apply our work ethic and find times to try and keep our energy levels up. And so you got to pick your spots. And today we felt we had a good day, and we're going to be prepared for the Washington Capitals tomorrow.
Thanks. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.